Welcome back to the Rebel Movement Podcast with me, your host, Tierra. Today, we're diving into something that's a game changer for every female entrepreneur, and that's how to move through those stubborn blocks that keep you from manifesting more money in your business. We've all experienced those moments where we feel like we're doing everything right, following all the strategies, setting the intentions, but we're still not seeing the results we want. And if you're feeling this way, I want you to know it is not your fault. There are deeper subconscious patterns at play. And in this episode, we're going to address those head on. So, let's start by understanding the block. The first thing I want you to recognize is that a block isn't just a mindset issue, it's an energetic reality. Think of it like a closed door in your energy field. Maybe you're knocking on that door of wealth, doing all the external work, but inside, there's this underlying fear of what will happen if you actually get what you want. If you are actually being real with yourself, think about it. Do you have that fear of being wealthy? I know I did in the past. I had the fear of being broke and the fear of success. I had both sides of it. So for women, this often shows up as fears around responsibility, worthiness, or even guilt for wanting more. Sometimes there's a part of you that believes having more money means more stress, losing friends, or sacrificing time with your family. But this isn't just about what you believe consciously, it's about what your body, your subconscious has been conditioned to believe. So the first step in moving through the block is awareness and acceptance. I want you to ask yourself, what am I really afraid of if I reach the next financial level for myself in my business? Take a moment to think about it. Is it the fear of outshining others, the fear of being overwhelmed by responsibilities? I know I raised my hand on both of those in the past. Or maybe it's a deep-seated feeling of unworthiness, like you haven't earned the right to have that kind of financial abundance. And when you find your answer, don't judge it, ladies. The most powerful thing you can do is accept it with compassion, have grace for yourself because blocks aren't there because you've done something wrong. They're there to protect you in some way. So instead of resisting or criticizing yourself, acknowledge the block as a part of you that's simply trying to keep you safe. Now that you've identified the block, it's time to reframe it. So, this is where we shift from seeing money as a source of stress or sacrifice to viewing it as a source of freedom and impact, because you know we're all about freedom and impact in the rebel movement. So, for example, if you fear that having more money will lead to losing time with your family, I want you to ask yourself, how could more money actually create more time with them? Maybe it means hiring more support in your business or delegating tasks out or taking those family vacations you've always dreamed of. But begin to reframe the narrative around what money means in your life. And when it comes to rewriting your story, mirror work is powerful. So look into your own eyes and affirm it is safe for me to receive more money. The subconscious mind responds to repetition. So practice this daily until it feels true on a cellular level. And manifesting more money isn't just about changing your beliefs. It's about embodying the energy of wealth now, today, not thinking about the past, not worried about the future. So this means you start acting, thinking, and showing up as the woman or the creatrix that I like to call it, who already has the financial overflow you desire. And one way to do this is to identify your active gates and centers in your human design chart. I'm going to link a site for you to go grab a free human design chart if you haven't already. Now, if you have active gates in the ego or root centers in your chart, meaning that those gates are defined, then focus on using your willpower, your motivation to set clear intentions and structure your offers in a way that feel aligned for you. And if your G center is activated or defined, you might need to reconnect with your deeper why and anchor into your purpose when pricing your offers. Now, once you've shifted your beliefs and started embodying this new energy, the final step is to take aligned action while releasing the need for control. That is so important because a lot of women, including myself, a lot of the women that I work with, we have this need to control certain areas in our life because maybe in the past or in childhood, we didn't feel in control, right? So this can mean showing up and making bold decisions from a place of trust and inner knowing. It could be launching that high ticket offer you've been holding back on, or finally having that difficult pricing conversation with a client. Whatever it is, Trust that the actions you take from this new energy will bring the financial results you desire. But here's the kicker. After you take that aligned action, let go of the outcome, which I know is hard. It can be, I won't say it is so, it can be easier said than done. Now, letting go of the outcome doesn't mean you stop being committed. It means you just stop gripping so tightly to how the result must look, the how of it all. When you're in the energy of overflow, you trust that money is already on its way to you, even if it hasn't shown up in your bank account just yet. So, to wrap this all up, remember that money blocks are not a sign of failure. That hits deep. I am going to repeat this for you listening. Remember, money blocks are not a sign of failure. They are just invitations to go deeper. They're there to show you where your energy is out of alignment and where your beliefs need a gentle reframe. Remember, be gentle with yourself in this process. So when you can approach these blocks with curiosity, right, to get the awareness instead of criticism, you create space for real transformation. And as you move through these blocks, not only will you see more money flow into your business, but you will feel a deeper sense of worthiness and alignment with your purpose. You'll start making financial decisions from a place of empowerment. And that's when you truly step into your role as a conscious creator of wealth. So if this episode resonated with you, which I hope it did, I encourage you to dive deeper into your human design chart and identify which centers or gates might be impacting your money flow. I have another podcast episode. I don't recall the exact number where I dive deeper into your money gates in your human design chart. And then in the Rebel Movement in our vault, I have a whole course around human design and money. So I've linked a site to get the free human design chart, as I mentioned before, that's in the show notes. And if you're ready to move through your blocks with support, join our Rebel Movement Vault. That includes our manifesting course, where we'll be doing all this work in real time, as well as that the money blocks and human design course that I just spoke about. That link is also in the show notes. Until next time, remember, abundance is not outside of you. It is within you, waiting to be activated. Prosperity is your birthright. Affirm that to yourself. Know it, believe it. Make sure that you internalize that. Prosperity is your birthright, ladies. All right, ciao.